All right, I'm here with some retired Melons on just a pre-recorded vid, just to see how she's doing. We all give support to Saggy, uh, enjoying her Twitch channel. Taking a break is always good too. Reevaluate stuff. You've had some life changes too. We all wish Saggy the best. It's just great to hear your voice. And I just know, and it's honestly because you just care about people that you kind of want to say things about the Amico, and you do really honestly care about Tommy. You think he's a great guy, and I think before, and we'll get to your words, Saggy, but before we went live, I said what people have to understand is what do we expect of people in the entertainment industry? They're just people. People make mistakes. And whenever someone becomes more popular, there's going to be a line of people around everyone that's going to say, well, this happened to me. And this is where we got to stop the cycle of stuff and keep it to the console. We're not against criticism of the console, right?
No, not at all.
No. But it's going to become extremely personal. And we met him in real life. We do not say he's never made a mistake. I don't think anyone's claimed that. But going back, nitpicking everything is what the internet does right now. And if you're really against cancel culture, we have to be consistent across the board. Just give your overall thoughts on this. And you said you might do something. I don't know. That's your decision. And you said maybe later.
Well, the thing is, it's been so long since this Amico thing, since I got involved. And I think the issue is there are a lot of actual crappy people getting grouped in with actual critics. And that's the problem. And it's not fair, but that generalization happens on both sides. And
Right.
and there's a thing where people say, well, both sides do this. And I'm like, but nobody has said that these things don't happen. It's just when I say, well, somebody did this, and then their rebuttal is, well, what about that person? They did that. What? It doesn't matter. My point is, like, people aren't acknowledging the actual garbage in this community, and it's on both sides, and that's fine.
And I see a lot of support of that, even if you don't partake in that type of content yourself. I see absolute support in the comment section. Encourages people to be
right, and that's what it is. It's like they don't. A lot of people don't understand. Is like when you see someone who has been harassing or stalking other people because of their difference of opinion, and you see them circulating and gravitating around certain groups of people, it's easy to put the two and two together. Which, again, it's generalization. It's not something that's okay to generalize all the time, but it's just human nature. That's what it is. And the thing with the whole topic of, well, Tommy has said this and he's lied about that and this and that. It's and this is the problem, is that people who don't like the Amico and call people like us shills, they call us shills. We don't get paid. We've already established that. And a lot of people came out and said, we don't actually think you get paid. At this point, it's just an insult. Fine. But at the end of the day, if you don't know someone...
I got the critique on it and on another video. I'm not going to name it because I don't want to start perpetuating this cycle. They called people that support it useful idiots, and we're so dumb that we can't discern that he's using us. Right. That's so disrespectful. And then also going back into Tommy's career and try to nitpick his accomplishments there. That is extremely personal.
How is he? The question is, like, how is he using us? Like, okay, so
I contacted him first.
Right, but that's the thing. Right. We've all, for the most part, people contacted Tommy. Like, I've met Tommy on a live stream, and I contacted him after the stream and said, hey, would you like to be on my show? It wasn't the other way around. Tommy's not going to these YouTubers like, hey, like, can I be on your channel? Like, maybe some big YouTubers, he might do that, but that's...
If someone has a criticism, he asks.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, overall,
that's just his personality.
He didn't come to us and ask us if he could be on our channels. We asked him. So he's not using us. You can make the argument, well, you guys are using him. I've heard that argument too.
I haven't got any exclusive except when I saw him in person and saw the physical product.
Right, and we don't get a lot of exclusives.
I haven't gotten any exclusives.
Right, I haven't gotten any exclusives. I think the only person who really gets exclusives is OEBP.
Right, and OEBP tries to keep it family friendly. That's the other thing, is people might also unfairly criticize him, but you got to take a look in the mirror. this is supposed to be content. What if a young person wants to find out about the Amico and they stumble onto this nonsense?
But see, here's the thing. Like, if the CEO of Nintendo was like to come up to any YouTuber on the platform and say, "Hey, I would like to be on your channel," they would jump at that for one.
Yeah.
But and it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're not comparing Nintendo to Amico. I'm just saying overall, I think that being angry at people for putting trust in someone, especially someone that you've gotten to talk to and gotten to know. I hear people say, "Oh, it's really sad that these people think that Tommy's your friend." I hate when people assume people's relationships.
Yeah,
You know,
and they call me a liar, and I'm just supposed to take that. That's like the worst thing you could. You're lying, and you're taking your viewers' money. I never lied about this. I'm genuinely excited. I'm not trying to scam people of their money. I know.
by the way, and there's no whose money are you taking away? Your viewers, like your viewers.
They're just say I have a responsibility to tell the truth that I'm not.
But here's the thing.
Here's the
thing. This is our truth, right?
Yes.
And our truth is like, yes, if we feel like somebody's telling us the truth, that's just what it is. If we're willing to put trust in someone, that's our thing. That's our issue. If we trust someone, we trust someone. Just like if they don't trust someone, they don't trust someone. It's the same thing. I'm not assuming the haters or critics personal relationships to Tommy. You know, some people who legit had a bad interaction with Tommy, and that's fine. That's fair.
In the past few days, I've seen people attacking a person's religion. I've seen our friend that's taking a break from the internet. Someone creating channel, and this has happened to YouTube, creating fake channels,
right,
and using really nasty things in the image because we know he had a family accident recently. Right. And that's across the line. In searching out personal information. I've said this on both sides. I disavow any of that behavior. And if anyone I associate with goes after someone's personal info again, regardless of what side, I'm disavowing, and I don't want anything to do with
right, because
no personal info.
Right. And I've had that argument too with a person I associate with. Mind you, the incident happened before I even knew the person.
Yes.
And granted, I haven't seen the person do that since. Right. And I have already expressed my, grievances with it and said, that wasn't a good thing to do. But again, people do things.
But actively searching out info is happening this week.
Exactly.
This week.
People literally need to understand. People can make mistakes. Everyone can make mistakes. It's moving forward. It's who you are now. I've made my fair share of mistakes in the past. I've said things, I've done things in the past I'm not proud of. And I mean, I don't do that anymore because I had to make those mistakes to grow as a person. We are not without fault. Mm-hmm. So no one has the right to really sit there and say, "Oh, well, Tommy said this one time." Cool, like it was a crappy thing to say, sure, whatever. But again, are we going to hold that against someone forever for the rest of their lives? Like, people change, people move on, people say things that they might have shouldn't, and they say it out of anger. We've all done it. We're all human. We all get angry. We say messed up stuff. It happens. It just matters of what do you do after the fact. You have to be able to fall before you can pick yourself back up and be a better person. And I think that argument, all these arguments that are being made about people's past, it's like, yeah, people have a past. It happens. Tommy's a human being. He makes mistakes. He's not perfect. When that Ars Technica thing came out and he popped on and said, "I'm gonna sue," everybody was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, I told him, don't, if you're gonna do that, consider it privately.
Right. But what did Tommy do? But what did Tommy do after that? He apologized publicly. Yeah. But they don't accept it because they don't leave the context of the whole situation. It's like, it doesn't matter if he like, they sit there and say, "We want Tommy to be accountable." He took accountability for jumping and saying he was gonna sue. He apologized. Did anyone care? Did anyone forgive him? No. Cool. So then what is he supposed to do at this point? Like, he just shut up and go away. That's what they want. Just shut up and go away. And he's not going to. And I don't think he should. You should never back down to people who just want you to shut up and go away.
No.
Like, sorry, you don't have to listen to me. Same thing like with YouTubers. You don't have to come to my channel. You don't have to listen to the things I say. Don't be here. Really that simple. Make your videos about me. Go ahead. Have a blast. Expose me. Go ahead. Have a blast. But don't come to my channel and watch it then. Mm-hmm. If you don't like what I say, just don't be here.
Well,
And same thing with
I
Tommy.
believe it will come out eventually. He has unfinished business, and no one's more frustrated with the delays than I am. I do think he should give more updates to investors for sure, but keep all this personal stuff out of it and stop trying to cancel the man because there's a lot of things that are irrelevant to the conversation. I mean, even the car crash article, damaging as enough as it would have been just based on the actual console. They went extremely personal stuff that did not hearsay from
Hmm.
people. Of course, anyone gets more popular, there's going to be a line. Most people. I'm not saying.
Right.
I mean, there could be a Mother Teresa out there, and I love Saggy Melonz, but I don't. I'm not saying she's necessarily Mother Teresa
No,
either.
far from it.
No,
No,
if
far from it.
if you start becoming like a celebrity, is there going to be a line of people saying, "Well, this isn't. This is remember what Saggy said." Yeah, there's going to be someone about me too.
But see, I'm
in,
open about that. That's the thing.
yeah.
I'm open about. But my
Well,
thing is
people
like,
need to put themselves in people's shoes and treat people like people. This is
but
a guy that has a job.
But see, there's a
Yeah.
problem. Like I said, Max, there's a gray line because you do have some people. I've gotten to actually start to talk to some of the people. And believe it or not, when I decided to leave YouTube and take my like little hiatus, I had some of the people that I thought were haters actually reach out and feel sad that I was leaving. And I was actually blown away by that because I was not expecting that because these are people I thought just literally just hated me. But they came out and like I have to give some respect to them. Like, Days Gaming did it. Generation X, I know you guys everybody has issues, but a couple
No,
of these
I mean
people,
I don't dislike the dude. I'm just never saying his name again because
well
he
well
came.
I say their name because like I
Yeah.
said, these are people that I've come to really get to talk to, and they are not the haters that I thought they were because they actually want to
Well,
have the discussion. That's what we initially wanted when we started talking about this, is we wanted
I'm
that
not saying
discussion.
who, I'm not saying who, but that's part of the one I watched the video and I realized I watched this video before, and that's one calling us useful idiots and too dumb to realize he's
But
using us.
but
I
see,
mean,
but see, this is the thing. These people that I
but
named,
are
like
we supposed to just take that though?
well,
That's
well,
not fair
listen. Well,
either.
no,
Yeah,
hold on. Here's my thing. Days Gaming made a video about me. The shit,
yeah.
the man, is it Shambling's Rambling Man?
I
The,
like him, but I mean the so-called attacks that they say I made at them.
right,
I
but
barely mentioned their channels. I
but
showed a few things.
but
That's it.
but
Yeah,
here's the thing. Like the shit, is it Shambling Rambling Man? I forget his name. I think he's
rambling
from
man.
England. Rambling
Yeah.
Man. They Rambling Man, Days Gaming both made videos on me. I
Hmm.
watched both of them, and I actually liked the videos. I mean, I think Days Gaming was very fair, and these are people who I've seen say pretty not so nice things about me. So when I reached out, it was like a shock that they wanted to actually talk. Because here's the thing: we don't know each other, so
Hmm.
we are only judging each other based on what we see. And that is the things we say about each other. So, when we talk about the haters, people like Days Gaming and the Rambling Man, they will think that we're talking about them, which for the record, for the most part, we were. But at the end of the day, it's like when we start actually having a conversation, it's different because now we're discussing things, we're having a conversation, and we all, for the most part, collectively agree. Like, we don't have to agree on the topic of Tommy and Amico, but we also don't have to hate each other because
Right. I
I
don't
think
hate anyone.
right. I think it's coming to the point where, like, a lot of us, once we start talking more, we start realizing, like, we have a lot more in common with these people
Yeah.
than we do different. And
I just don't like people calling me a liar and then I'm taking advantage of my
right,
audience. I can't stand that.
but here's the thing, they don't know us.
Yeah.
So they're only going by what they perceive as, like, if they think Tommy's lying and we support Tommy, they're gonna just assume that we're in on this big lie.
In
But
fact, you
they
know me. How long? How much am I looking forward to Miko? Genuinely, do you think I'm just making stuff up, or I really
oh my
want
god, you wouldn't shut the hell up about it
Yeah,
when I
my
first
wife tells me to shut the hell up. She's like, I don't
but
she's
that's
like,
what I
I'll play.
mean. I think
She likes the Keller of the purple console. That's about it.
right, but that's what I think moving forward, I've taken the approach where I think I would like to just get to know these people more, just to kind of
Okay.
understand, because I feel like
Well,
that's what
our girl
that's what we're
Rhea wants
missing.
to. Our girl Rhea expressed that she wants to have a more civil conversation across the board and wants to talk to different people, get different opinions.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Which is what that's why, like I said, like, Rhea is probably the best person because she doesn't have a bias one way or the other. I think it's clear that everybody, whether if you're a pro Amico,
No, I'm
yes,
not
you
unbiased. I want it
oh,
to succeed.
we're biased to a
No, I
degree
said,
because
yeah.
we built a
But you,
relationship
but on the same
with
point
Tommy, and we
though,
also built a relationship around the Amico. So I would say, in a sense, like we do have a slight bias opinion. Yes, we can shut it off for the record, we can, but at the same time, it still
but
is going to come off
I
biased, just
want
like
the
for the
people,
haters.
I want the people to realize that say we're biased, that they can't. I want them to also look in the mirror and to see expose their bias too, to laugh at something failing, or like Pat and Ian's example, their show, the majority of their content is on retro things failing.
Right.
They make money based on retro products failing, and they will go. Now, there's the debate and critique if it's being unfair, but there's potential bias there too. If you're
No,
gonna
there
use
is.
this
There's
argument,
bias on
then
both sides. There's
right.
bias on both sides.
So you have to look at everything. They have a lot to benefit off of things failing, and it's easy to say that. Are you an expert predictor to say things are going to be delayed or fail? No, most of the time you're going to be right, unless it's like the big three. It is a big, even though the Mika was more simplistic, it's more about family fun. To come back into the console market in this day and age, when there's these big three, Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox, Microsoft, is a big thing. And you have to do something different or you're just going to sink anyway. It has to be something different. It has to be outside the box.
I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it's a toy. And I've said this many times. At this point, since it's been talked about for the past, 2 years, going on 3, I mean, if you're not doing your research, because there's so much information on the internet at this point about the Amico, good or bad, a lot more bad than good, sure, whatever. But if you're investing in something and you're not doing your proper research on it, I'm sorry if you lose your money off of something you didn't properly look into before you dunked a bunch of money into it. That's on you. It's your fault.
If anything, he shows games that are in prototype form. He's not showing CGI games that you're not going to get on the system. There's nothing that he showed or that Intellivision has showed in the videos that you're not getting.
The thing that we hear all the
only
time.
thing, to be fair though, the original years ago, the original video when he gave specifics, I've told Tommy this consistently. Do not give the internet specifics. Give a little wiggle room. Said this is our goal. This is our target. Instead of it's going to be this. Because if you have to deviate from that path even a little bit, the internet is going to yell at you. The internet wants you to be specific so they can yell at you later.
But like like I said, there are reasons why Tommy doesn't show or doesn't announce certain things.
Yes.
And we know why. And
it's part of it is that original thing too, with the too specific at the beginning. They're going to keep you to those words. You got to make sure you do it the right. Yeah, you're right, Saggy.
But I mean, we know why, and it's mainly because there are certain things like he's working on that he has to wait to announce certain things. And again, I understand it. But the thing that really gets me is when people are like, "Oh, well, this thing doesn't need to exist." Why? If it doesn't hurt anyone existing, right? It doesn't. It's not hurting anyone to exist. If you don't want it, don't buy it. It's like if you want it to fail, then just don't buy it. It's the craziest thing. I think that people don't understand, regardless of which the Amico has been a big talk in the gaming community for a while, and that's mainly because people are dunking on it. And regardless of what people think, because I say this and people got on me about it, but like it's still publicity. People are now talking about the Amico, like especially at E3. It's like a huge thing.
I cannot wait. I won't want it to fail, but even if it fails, there's got to be a documentary about this at some point. It's like weird. It's one of the weirdest things I've ever followed. And I initially thought that the critics / haters or trolls were not that bad at the beginning. And then I realized, oh my God,
no, it wasn't that bad it wasn't really that bad when I got into it too, but it just got worse. It's like, I've started to realize at this point, the actual critics of this, they're getting filtered out by the people who literally just want nothing more than to just dunk on people.
Well, I've also heard that, we all laugh at the end, and like, but then there's people not wanting to make content, and that's not good. No, you can laugh at us. I don't care. Laugh at me all you want. But if someone doesn't feel comfortable making content, that's not cool. That's not cool. And it's mainly one side. And it's because they're calling them liars and all this other stuff, and unfairly going after mental illness and stuff, and religion and personal stuff about people. Get that out of the conversation. Get it out completely. Both of us have been consistently fair about criticism. We both, the E3 video, were like, oh, there was not enough new there to get us excited.
Right.
And we're happy about the Miko, but we both said that. It's not like we're not, and we're both, I've also heard that on one of the debates I recently had that someone is certainly negative about the Miko that I instantly don't want to hear it. That's not the case. The reason I don't want to hear it is when you say it's a slap in the face to give a free gift, when I know that's really insulting to Tommy because of it's his life's work. I think you could be critical of it, but to go that aggressive or calling us idiots and we're so dumb we can't understand. That's where I'm like, no, I can't have it.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, like it's fun. It's a fun topic at this point.
Well, my next video is going to be why I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go turn positive and stop with this for a little bit. I'm still going to cover this part because it needs to be addressed, but I'm also going to say why I'm still looking forward to it, and I am going to do a video. I actually think this is the best time to pre-order because the most forward momentum's happening right now, as far as I know. I understand people that have been wanting it since the beginning and to put the pre-order day one, why they're frustrated.
Right. And that's
I put
fair.
the pre-order right away too. Yeah, because you wait a long time and you put your money.
Right.
Yeah, you
that's
deserve
fair.
delivery.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you're jumping in now and they're actually
Right.
making the product, that's a good time to do it.
Right. It's like I said, no one is like hating on critics. You know, I don't have any issue with anyone giving fair criticism, because there's like a difference between fair criticism and just being a straight up hater for being a hater. I've literally have seen where people
accusations
like stand with
that their videos aren't authentic, where they are faking stuff. There's nothing actually under the shell of the console. It doesn't actually boot up, and all these other accusations. But where it has happened in retro gaming before, but you can't put that on everything.
But Max, listen, we literally there's been 3 Amico events that have happened, and people, including people who have been very negative against the Amico, have turned up to play it, and they've literally said that even though it's not for them, they literally debunked all the things that people said, and they literally use the words detractors. And you know, it's like, and when people do that, like, no to the things positive that these people say in their post. You know, we like at the Creole event, there were 2 people who went there who were very skeptical and did not care about the Amico, but they went there to play
Means
it.
of Destruction had no reason to say anything. He literally couldn't care less. He's like, well, there's an event. I'd like to meet Saggy. He might like to meet some other YouTubers.
He had fun. Yeah. And that's what I mean. I would say a lot of the critics I talk to personally have, you know, said, like, you know, we don't think it's not fun. We're not saying it's not fun. And I've literally asked a lot of them, like, straight up, like, is the issue Tommy or is the issue the device itself? And for the most part, they said it was just Tommy. So there you go. It's not about the Amico as far as the game console. Their issue is with how Tommy handles it. And again, that's fine. If you don't like the way a CEO handles something, that's fine. However, at the end of the day, you know, to some people, that's not something we care about. So the big argument is that we're supposed to care about things that these people think are lies or being misled. Fine, but you can't force your opinions on other people. If I don't feel that that's what Tommy's doing, then I just don't feel that that's what Tommy's doing. And that's my personal opinion. I'm not trying to project that on other people. If we talk about it, there's a difference. It's like, oh, Saggy, you do say that. You do defend Tommy. We're having a discussion. There's a difference. I'm not expecting our discussion to change your mind. If you want to have that discussion, we can have the discussion. But neither one of us have to change our stance. That's just as simple as that. It's literally that simple as that.
I always, people don't understand, like, I'm not personally benefiting anything or getting exclusives, but I genuinely, most of my channel is devoted to calling out people that make fandom bad, like to make it really generalize it, like the things that make fandom bad, and liking something should never be a crime on the internet. And I think people generally like this, and that's where I can't take it. I cannot take people not wanting to make content. And that's why I'm like, I'm going to make more Amico vids. Everyone's stopping. And I know why people are stopping. It's a headache. It is a headache. I'm not going to stop. And I'm sure retired Melonz, how would the retirement home, they would love the Amico, wouldn't they?
they probably would love the Amico. Yes. I know I'm going to like it during retirement, but no,
any closing thoughts here? You may pop up. I don't know. You said you potentially might. I don't know. That's up to you. I appreciate you joining with this quick vid. I know you see things happening, and I'm like, it was maybe the Instagram. I'm like, I have something to say. I'm like, if you have something to say it. That's basically why I make videos.
Right. That's why I'm doing a video stream in a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's hard when there's so many things you want to say and you want to like say it and bring awareness to it. You're sitting here like, I gotta do it.
Just say it. Who cares?
Gotta say it.
Breaking the rules in the retirement home.
Right, exactly. Right. Breaking the rules.
I mean, if you do it and then go back on vacation, or you stay, whatever you want to do. Right. But if you have something to say it. That's what
Right.
Well, thank you, Saggy, and everyone's looking forward to whatever you're doing. Everyone really supporting you. We appreciate all that you've done for fandom as well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you too, and I appreciate everyone. And I just hope someday we can all get together by a campfire with s'mores and sing "Kumbaya frickin' Ya" when this is all over, so everyone can just be merry and be happy.
I do have one more thing that might drag you out of retirement, because we're doing an Enosh appreciation stream Saturday. No, this isn't the one.
I might do it for Bernie.
Hold on.
He sent me those pictures. I don't know what the heck.
He was posing.
I got sent.
There's some really spicy ones in there.
I can't. Can we not?
No, what do you mean? I thought you loved the Enosh poses. Oh, look at this.
He's trying to be hot, Jeremy. He can't be hot, Jeremy.
Oh, really? Oh, no. Look at that. Are you sure he can't be? Oh, I should have a versus. Hot Jeremy versus Super Mullet.
Yeah.
He said he was Supergirl, but I keep thinking, I don't know. Whatever he wants to be, Elsa. Oh, there you go. Oh, look how nice he looks. That's not as hot as Hot Jeremy?
No, that's not as
hot. All right, I gotta end the stream. Now I'm getting up. Now my madness is coming back. You're telling me our man Enosh in the lounge isn't as hot as Hot Jeremy?
No.
Oh, end the stream. End the stream.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. All right.